YouTube, this is Koa. I'm making my weekly update. It is now 9 days till my surgery. And last week I went for my pre-admission testing. And Dr. Maguire really does a good thing. He gets you approved for surgery, and then he has you come in for a whole day, and I mean a whole day, like 6:30 till 5 at night. They serve you breakfast, they serve you lunch. He does the whole taste testing thing of all the different products, and it's really nice to and then see some other people there. Actually the one lady I was with actually had her surgery. She's having it probably the morning, same day as mine. So there was somebody there to talk to between sort of hurry up and wait, and we sat there for just the longest time sometimes, and chairs are really uncomfortable, but at least I had somebody to talk to, and they did chest x-rays and discussed everything. They even gave you a test on the DS, and you had to go over the test after you answered it and do another test just to make sure that you knew everything about the DS and the vitamins you're going to have to take, and sort of commit to the whole thing, I guess. And then that was Monday, and then Wednesday I went and saw Dr. McGuire, and he is pretty nice. I like him. He's just, I think some people think he's cold, but I just think he's all business type of a guy, and that's okay with me, because I'd rather have somebody that's serious and is serious about what they do over somebody that's just joking around. And I thought maybe, no, I like Dr. Teal. He's a good guy and a good surgeon, I'm sure, but he's just a little more lighthearted, and I really want somebody to take what I'm doing seriously. But I like both of them. They're both very good. So, and they had me there for quite a while on Wednesday, just going over everything, and they had entered my medical records wrong. They switched to the paperless system, so they had me down as a lap band already done, and so they had to go recorrect everything, and then do my vitals, and go over it again with I signed discharge papers, and I'm not even in yet, so I thought that was kind of weird. But they really make sure all their paperwork is in order, and make sure everything's right, which, that's great. So it's now it's like 5:30 in the morning, and the closer it gets, the less sleep I get. I am so nervous and scared. I mean, if you would have, 6 months ago, if you would have said, check in the hospital tomorrow, get your surgery, and it'll be done, man, I would have done it without a second thought. But over this, let's see, I've been on obesity help for like a year, and then I started my insurance, and then, so it's been like 18 months that I've really been researching and sort of getting the insurance approval and everything. So I've been thinking about it that long, and even up till like 6 months ago, it wasn't even that bad, because nothing was really serious or anything like that. But on the day that I heard that I had a date, I got nervous. And I started thinking, oh my God, and even my husband was like, not really paying attention to it, not even asking about it. And when I did say something, he sort of rolled his eyes, and, which I think he thinks that I was just going to forget about it, or eventually they're going to call and say, you're turned down or whatever. And last night he was talking to me about it, and he's like, well, I said, this surgery is going to make my life better and make my kids' life better, because I can do so much more, and whatever. And he said, he started in with the whole, well, if you die, is that going to make their lives better? And I thought it was kind of crappy of him to do that, but because this really does take a lot of guts on my part. I mean, not like ever before, though. I mean, I've had 2 tummy tucks, I've had cesareans, and but I don't know, it's just in the past 2 years where I've started to realize that man, that shit hurts. You know, I mean, before it was like I was always in a dream world or something, you know, oh, well, that won't hurt so much. Oh, well, you know, with everything. I mean, it was like that with everything, you know, even spending money. And before I'd be like, oh, well, you know, that's okay. We can spend all our money, or, you know, like on Christmas or something, and, you know, we'll figure something out. But, God, I don't know what it is about turning 40 or growing a little bit older or what it is, but I just want to pull the covers over my head and go, you know, stop. You know, I don't want to go to surgery, but I know I've got to, and I really, really want to. I just wish I could skip ahead for 3 weeks after the surgery. Ooh, that, you know, and I have this, like, fear, and I don't know what it is, but I feel like I'm not going to be getting enough water. Everybody talks about all the water deal, you know. Even as I talk about it, my mouth, like, is dry, but they're like, oh, you know, you got to sip water, and you got to do it all day, and you might get dehydrated. I actually, like, even right now, I'm really thirsty, and I guzzle like 20-ounce bottles of water, you know, just guzzle. And still, I'll be like, my stomach will hurt, and I'll still be thirsty, and like I'm dehydrated, and I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's the foods that I eat, or what it is, but some days I'm just like, I can't get enough. And I'm worried after surgery that it'll become like a panic attack thing. I'm not getting enough. You know, I need more water. But I don't know if Dr. Maguire is going to do something that the nurse said, but she said that there could possibly be a tube in my side, and goes all the way up to my ilium, and that I could put like syringes of water on it and hydrate myself, you know, which is kind of weird, but that kind of scares me too. But they were telling me about all the tubes that'd be coming out of me, and the nose tube. Of course, you got them in the oxygen tube. Then you got a JP drain. You got a pee bag. You got these things on your legs. Oh my God, I'm sort of freaking out here. But otherwise, everything is going good. I mean, Dr. Maguire gave me all my meds for after surgery. I got all my painkillers squared away, and actually a weird thing happened. My doctor moved, my PCP doctor moved, and they left me in the practice with this other guy, and for some reason I lost my prescriptions when I was just so excited about my surgery that day that she gave me prescriptions, a year's worth of prescriptions, and I lost them. And I don't know, for some reason I had it in my head that I gave them to the pharmacy or whatever, but they couldn't find them, so I just called up and I said, yeah, well, I need more, you know, I need you to send those over, call those in. And he's like, well, I'll do it on the thyroid medicine, but on your back pills, which is tramadol, which is crap that they've given me tramadol, but at least it takes, like, the sharp pain, you know, out of my backache. It's like, at least it's dull, but it's there, but, you know, but at least I get used, you know, I can function with those. And he said, well, I'm not going to give you anything until you come and see me. You know, I saw her like 2 weeks ago. And I'm like, I've got 2 bottles of, you know, 10 milligram, whatever, hydrocodones. You know, if I was a drug seeker, I'd be taking these. But, you know, if my husband would have walked in there, they would have gave him Vicodin and whatever he wanted, you know, because I don't know what it is with women or whatever, but, you know, I'm just so sick and tired of being in pain and nobody really caring. And then I told Dr. Maguire, he's like, well, you sure haven't had trouble getting pregnant, because I got 7 kids, you know. That weight hasn't affected your fertility all these years. And I'm like, well, no, but something's going on, and, you know, I think you really should test me, you know, for like maybe Cushing's or pseudo-Cushing or something like that. And he's like, oh, once you start, you know, losing weight, you're just going to be having periods and be fertile myrtle. Whatever. But, you know, it's good. I mean, at least I think that he's somebody that you can work with, and I think he's a really good person. And I just wanted to update. I'm going to try to go back to bed. Took some melatonin and some sleeping medicine together, so probably need to sleep till 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but Um,